What's up, Clash Bros? What's up, Royale family? It's Marcus or Epic Life Gaming. Welcome back to Win with Every Card Challenge Episode 7. Sorry about no upload yesterday. I recorded a video at the last second. Didn't like it, so I decided not to upload it because I really wasn't proud of the work. I tried this video yesterday and I lost every single battle and it just didn't seem to work. Good thing I decided to change how I was going to do it, and I decided to use a deck that I was using, try to get the win offline, like not recording it live, and good thing I did, because I got over 20 losses in a row, going from nearly Legendary League all the way down to about 2,300 trophies. You guys can't even see how many losses in a row that I got because it's off the screen already. But as you guys can see from yesterday, tried all night to get a win. Then this morning, tried all this morning. And finally, up until right here, I finally got a 1-0 victory. Let's go ahead and watch it and see how this game goes. We're going to do it in double time because this match really wasn't that impressive. This guy kind of, might have been a noob. Lower down level. I think I was at the lowest possible I was at in since I did the push to Legendary League almost 2 months ago. As you guys can see, he's using a Royal Giant on the left-hand side. I get a P.E.K.K.A going. He stops it with those guards. And this was the worst deck I think I've ever used in this entire game. Luckily, I got a really good push going right here. Able to get a Dragon, Giant, and a Goblin on that tower. And I was able to take it down. And I almost took down that Musketeer as well. Yeah, so 20 plus losses, almost, I think it was over 20 losses that I had received trying to get a win with this deck. 20 losses in a row. And I'm counting draws as losses because in this series, that doesn't count as a win. A draw doesn't let me allow me to be able to use another card. I have to get a victory. As you can see, 40 seconds left. He gets a Royal Giant over here. I dropped the wrong card right there, but the Valkyrie luckily pulled it in clutch. 840 left on the tower. Now it starts to get a little bit more serious, so we're going to slow it down here. As you guys can see, he has Barbarians on the left-hand side. I am so desperate right now to get a win. I see the Royal Giant come down the right-hand side. I decided to throw down my two biggest heavy hitters, and with the tower almost going down, luckily they were able to get it, and I won right there. Wow. What I decided to do, because I had to get the lightning in the deck, was I replaced the lightning for the P.E.K.K.A. And this was a victory right here. This one only took me 3 tries to finally get a win, but I did. This was actually a pretty darn good deck, a lot better than the deck which I last was trying to get a win with. This deck was actually pretty good. I actually like this deck. Even though I was so afraid to get the lightning in my deck, I actually didn't want to remove the lightning from the deck if I was to win. All three, or the first 2 losses, were not that bad. And as you guys know, I'm starting off with a brand new deck. You kind of have to figure out how to use it. So obviously the first couple times I'm trying to figure out how to use everything, and I realized that the lightning does a great job, especially right there when I was able to grab the elixir collector, the wizard, and get a bunch of hits off on the tower. I go ahead and fireball all that as well, get some more shots on the tower, trying to get that Valkyrie down because I really didn't have anything to deal with that Valkyrie. As you can see, sending a lot down right here. I got a P.E.K.K.A behind that Giant. Perfect placement for him. So what I decided to do was drop down my stabby goblins to distract that P.E.K.K.A. It finally comes over, throw down a Valkyrie right in front of the Musketeer, and now I got a small push going myself. He only got about 600 damage off of my tower, and now I got a push going on him. There it is right there. Again, we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. Drop the lightning down along with the Musketeer, taking out that tower. Very powerful, taking down Elixir Collector, Wizard in the tower with 1 or 2 lightning spells, doing a great job, more than I thought they would. Now he has a lot to deal with. Now we have 1:20 left to go. He has to try and take down both of my towers because I pretty much have a really good chance of 3-starring him with this deck. I go ahead and now I'm trying to slow play him. I really do not want to take a loss right here. I really am trying to move up, trying to get some wins. And this is the last time that hopefully the last time that I will do these attacks offline where they're not live with you guys. Because I really like doing them live, but these decks were just so bad that I really couldn't do it. We're dealing with a Sparky right now, so what I'm going to do is drop down the lightning spell to get rid of the wizard, and they're in the perfect placement. I tried dropping it to where it would hit the wizard, but he dropped down the giant just in time. I go ahead and I fireball all that. He drops a rage spell. Big trouble right here. I'm like, uh-oh. And he actually takes down my tower. I'm like, no way. I was trying my best to stop him. So now we have to at least go for a 2-crown victory. Although I have a great advantage, I wasn't extremely scared of this. We already have a really good start right here. Nothing really worrying about me. I go ahead and drop the lightning spell, take out the P.E.K.K.A. in the wizard, hitting the tower as well. The giant doing a great job. I go ahead, drop the fire spell, 69 damage left on the tower. And now I have to try and stop him again. What I'm trying to do is just play all the cheap cards possible, trying to get that Sparky to focus on something else. Luckily, I dropped down that Valkyrie, and she was able to be far enough away from the tower to not to get hit. If she was closer to the tower and the Sparky would have hit, I would have lost right there. I was able to lightning his tower and grab a 2-star victory with this deck, only on my 3rd try. So last but not least, we go ahead and get this deck. I decided to take out the lightning spell and put in the prince because we already had the fireball. I really wanted to take something else out, but I couldn't see anything good enough or that I really wanted to lose. I didn't want to lose the Valkyrie. I didn't want to lose the Musketeer. I really didn't want to lose the Baby Dragon because I'm so low on air defense that I needed the Baby Dragon for the minion hordes and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and watch my last match where I grabbed another victory. I think I only had to try 2 or 3 times again with this deck in order to get a victory. And right here, we're going to just go ahead and speed this up a little bit because it's kind of repetitive, this gameplay. Kind of the same thing over and over again. It's kind of sad that I have to go against these low-level guys. Oh, that's right. I remember now. That's why I wanted to speed it through. This guy disconnected. And you guys might be upset, but I'm taking that victory. If I have to take a draw as a loss, I'm taking a disconnect as a win. So we were able to get that right there. Who knows how good or bad this deck is, but let's go ahead. That's how we won that last one. That's going to happen. I'm not going to try and go out and try to get another victory with this deck. What we're going to do now is put the Spear Goblins in. We've kind of used almost every single card up for 2 rows. So we got 2 more cards to go until we've used 16 cards so far out of all of our cards. So let's go ahead and add the Spear Goblins in. What do we want to replace them for? Maybe I can finally replace them for the Dragon because my elixir is so high, 3.9. I really want to lower them down. I was thinking about replacing the Prince for the Giant and actually keep the Lightning spell in, but the Giant is kind of crucial right now for my victories because it's kind of my tank of the group. So let's go ahead and actually replace the Dragon for the Spear Goblins. We got the Goblin Barrel up next if we can get another victory. That drops our average elixir cost by 0.3, but there it is, you guys. I'm sorry I had to do this one not live, but 20 plus losses in a row. This was absolutely madness trying to get a victory using this deck. Worst deck I think I've ever used in this entire game. I don't think I've ever had so many losses in a row. After I switched out 1 card from that deck, it only took me 3 more times to get a victory, and then switching out another card, it only took me 2 more times to get a victory. So that just shows how horrible that deck is, and to never use it ever. 20 plus losses to get a victory. Not worth it. Dropped me down to 2,300 trophies when I was almost in Legendary League, when I was hanging around there. So there it is, you guys. That's this episode of the Win With Every Card Challenge, episode 7. And now it's time for everybody's favorite game, Stinky Pinky. It's time to play the game Stinky Pinky, a word game called Stinky Pinky. Everybody loves the game Stinky Pinky. It's Time to play the game Stinky Pinky, a word game called Stinky Pinky. I'm the best at Stinky Pinky. Everybody loves the game Stinky Pinky. Stinky Pinky is a wordplay game where you describe two words that rhyme, but you can't use those words in the description. If I was to give you smelly finger, you would give me Stinky Pinky. Last video Stinky Pinky was colored friend, and the answer was yellow fellow. And the Clash Bro got the answer correct first was K-Dog Classics. Great job, man. I knew you'd win. You deserve a fish sandwich.
Too early to get a fish sandwich?
Hold your Stinky Pinky high up in the air, K-Dog. You are today's winner. If you'd like to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is be the first person to answer the correct Stinky Pinky in the comments. This video's Stinky Pinky will be Drain Pipe Golf Club. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to show all your love by smashing the like button. Want to join the Clash Bro family? All you have to do is subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget my Clash Bros to stay beautiful.
Make it drop, honey.